Hey everyone, and welcome to another video on the Joan Wick channel. Today I'm going to break down the trades I took today. So, I was overall bullish this whole week. From my last video, we had this large bull run on Wednesday, and we had no news today, so the only news drivers or typical volatility drivers would be around our key times here at 4:30. So after 4:30, we had this nice bull run into our 2 standard deviation area. At that point, I thought, okay, price is probably going to run without us. And for some reason, I ignored this giant SMT that I marked out earlier in the day, but for some reason ignored. But as you can see here, my typical strategy of using buy side, sell side, I saw this initial move coming out past our buy side liquidity here, and we failed to displace very aggressively, and we come back in. This was pre-market, and we see that after we make this move, price attempts to break out into that buy side again. With such huge displacement, I was convinced we are fully bullish, and so we hit that 2 standard deviation, and that's when I said I am not feeling really good about this price action, because it felt like price was leaving. We're not going to get any a retracement. I thought we're going to have a repeat of Wednesday, but we managed to come down. And I kept my eye here on S&P as well, with this buy side, sell side liquidity right here. You can see price sort of did the same thing, but we have this SMT with Nasdaq, and we did not manage to displace above those highs. And I was watching this because that would have given me confirmation to go higher, but instead you can see S&P decided to kind of edge the market over here. Didn't even tap that buy side liquidity, decided to run bearish. But over on Nasdaq, we didn't see that aggressive bearish momentum, and I was thinking, okay, we're going to have an SMT divergence on the lows and we're going to bounce higher. So my bias kept bullish, and I took my entry here when I saw when I saw this fair value gap being respected here. I was fooled with this bullish momentum. I thought I'd take my entry as soon as I saw this gap and respecting consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. And I saw price stomp me out. This is where I lost the majority of my cash. I lost about 1.4 today, 1.3%, but $1,400 in total today, which is okay. We lost about 1.3%, as I said, which is on target, on point, within our budget. We want to risk about 1 to 2%. And I thought, okay, maybe we're just a bit early. Maybe I was but just impatient. So I waited for price to come take out these lows again, but instead we displaced past these lows. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a deep retracement. We're probably going to hit 50% of this entire move. 50% if you see over there, and then we're going to bounce back up. You can see this long wick, and I measured this order block at that point as well, and if you can see there, we hit that order block nicely at 50%, That's when I took my entry. And you can see here, the reason why my stop loss is up here, we actually broke even on this trade. And I had my stop loss beneath these lows, and I was targeting these little swing highs, minor buy side liquidity, right? And that was for me all I was going to take for the day, and that would have been my close for the day. I saw that we did not displace past this little high, and in hindsight I should have just closed or at least take partials there, but I put my stop loss break even, let it stomp me out. And we can see that on the trades that I recorded today. As you can see, there's no news. Here we go. You can see how my trade went. This is trading view, and this is on MetaTrader. You can see here on MetaTrader, I took that initial buy. Let me get trading view on board there. That's the first trade that I took. You can see I risked about 1.6. Okay, no, that's me adjusting there. There we go. I risked about 1.4, 1.3. And you can see that price stopped me out initially. And then if we move on to our second trade, you can see where I decided to enter on that second position right there. And we hit that high very nicely. If you see there on MetaTrader, it lines up with that high. You can see those pink lines are also used on MetaTrader to measure my buy side liquidity. That's where I should have taken my partials. I was only risking a 2.2 lot. I de-risked from the last trade that I had. I didn't want to overstep or start chasing price. You can see it was about 700. I should have taken some partials there. But that's all in hindsight. I'm glad that I did leave my stop loss at break even instead of just keeping it going. You can see that overall I did have the wrong bias, which is okay. It's better that than trying to chase a losing trade. So I think I managed my risk properly, and overall our account is still at a profit. I'm going to show you now this video on MetaTrader. Yes, you can see here 1.4 lost overall on the day, and we've got 2.5% up on the entire account. So I would say we're not too bad for this week. We'll see how things go next week, and yeah, good luck and have a good weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like and subscribe, and cheers.